Good evening, everyone. Happy 9th of September, and welcome back to our monthly talk show. Today, we're back here at the clubhouse at Bay 21, and I'm very glad because we are joined with a lot of heavyweight VIP guests tonight. So let me quickly introduce them. First and foremost, we have our big sponsor, as usual, Datuk Chua Sun Ting, developer of Bay 21. So Datuk Chua.
大家晚上好。
Yeah. Then 今天晚上我们也是有 Datuk Susan Wong.
Hi, 大家晚上好。
Yeah, 每个人都认识 Datuk Susan Wong.
Hi.
From WSG Group, and of course we also have Datuk Quek from WMG Group.
Hi, 晚上好。
Datuk Quek, I think WMG Group also formerly more well known as the Wame Group. I think everybody knows them also. So today we are all here to talk about landed projects, landed properties. So before we go on, please share this live out to your friends and family whom you think will benefit, because Datuk Susan Wong is giving out 10 umbrellas tonight. So you share the live tonight to all your friends and families. You will be in the running to win one of these 10 umbrellas. It's very, very useful for rainy days like this, isn't it?
Yes.
So everybody loves to stay in a landed property, don't we?
Yes.
So perhaps Dr. Chua, you can share with us a little bit, why should people look into investing in landed properties nowadays?
Okay. Can I just use a slide to show everybody on this? Can I just move along here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I have actually gathered some information to share with everybody tonight. The first in the list I'm going to share, there's 5 tips. Number 1 in the list is timing. Okay, 天时. So number 1, interest rate is in its all-time low now. So actually, I not mistaken, for the last 30 years, I involved in the construction and development industries. Now, it actually for residential is slightly below 3%, 2.9. So this is all-time low. Number 2, basically, is demand over supply for landed properties, high demand and low supplies. Number 3, developer discounted packages and free gift. These are actually ongoing under HRC. And HRC also incentive scheme waiver of MOT. And at the moment, you're actually buying low and selling high. This is the moment. The second, the least, is we talk about locations. Property primary is always locations. Number 1, due to the escalated land cost, landed development are available away from the city center. This actually happened all over Malaysia, Tawau, Sandakan, and Kota Kinabalu, all over the world. Yeah. So basically, we are just want to emphasize on the point that not only distance is important, the time taken to reach destination are equally important. So number 3, road network is actually very important for Sabah. Sabah is a big state. And for example, giving the Pan-Borneo Highway, actually all over Sabah, especially on the west coast, connecting to the east coast. Example, the 4-lane extended to 6-lane to another Sky Bridge. These are actually giving accessibility, much easier to get in from city center to destinations.
So less traffic jam.
Yes.
It's a lot easier for people to move around.
If you actually go to One Borneo now, or UMS, now actually it's 4-lane. By end of next year, it actually will be extended to 6-lane. This is what I meant. So number 4, we'll talk about infrastructure facilities. Water, electricity is very important, so that you are not short of all these interrupted electricities. And also that number 5, surrounding environment and amenity. This is also equally important as well. Number 3 is about reputable developers. We have 2 reputable developers, Wame and Datuk Susan, WSG Group. These are reputable developers.
You are also very reputable developers.
Coming. We are still up and coming. We're still up and coming.
Yeah.
Number 2, banker bridging loan and end finance. If the bank actually giving bridging loan or end financing, they must done their actually risk management on this. So on the bank actually rely on this, they have gone through that process. So number 3, reputable main contractors. Now you can see a lot of China contractors, world top 500 like Zhongjian, Zhongjiao, and then all this China Highway. These are actually coming in. And number 4, buyers 5C. Basically, we actually elaborate on that last month on the
last show.
The last shows. 5C, you actually refer to the last video. You can see them. 5C is equally important. Otherwise, if your property agent sell for you and at the end they cannot get any end finance, they're actually very unlucky. Okay. Number 5, government. Now the election is going on. If federal and states are more or less stable, we actually have that will help the economic going. All right. The last 2, basically we talk about product. The product, we talk about types of properties, whether it's 2-story, 3-story, single stories. And then what is the big out area? Is it 3 rooms, 2 en-suites, or 4 bedrooms? This actually is very important as well. And then we also have the building, green building features. This is also one of the features, and also the surrounding amenity as well, and also the enhanced facility like commercial shop surrounding you. These are the product that actually you are actually putting in the township. Like the Datuk Kwek and the Datuk Susan, they actually put out a township. It's all amenity around there. They're actually giving a good choice for them to promote that properties. Number 5, price, buyer affordability. We have to go for affordability so that the product will be matching product. Otherwise, mismatch. What in KL now, mismatch is actually very terrible at the moment. Number 2, HOC incentive scheme, waiver of MOT until 31st of May next year. This actually we have to take only for primary market. This actually we have to take opportunity to do it. Number 3, value buy. This is the moment. Number 4, return of investment. Number 5, we talk about the growth of capital optimization. Later, we'll show you how the growth has been done. Perhaps Dato' Susan will show you previously had done 20 years ago. What is the proportion of the property has gone up. All right. So with these 5, right timing, right price, right location, right product, and right people, this is the right property you must purchase. So this is basically what I share with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most holistic approach for real estate developers to look at as well. So those are the basic principles for, I think, applicable for developers as well as for buyers when they want to buy a house. So looking into the market now, Dato' Cho, what are the projects that are going on at the moment?
Yeah. At the moment, I've actually picked up 10 properties under constructions.
Under construction.
Whereby these 10 properties is actually the black ink dot one. It basically are actually fully sold. So if you look at the black ink, Taman Flamingo and Bukit Damansari and Taman Villa Mutiara, Taman Formasa, all these are actually being sold. And some of them is near completions. And the other one is still Park Lane. Later, Dato' Kwek will mention about it.
Yep.
And then we have Casablanca only. I think lately I checked here. Actually, last I heard is actually yesterday is 3 units left.
Casablanca in
Yeah.
Colombo.
Meridian Garden is done by one of our members in Sharida, called Poon. And then they actually have 1 detached house and 6 units semi-D. 3 units has been sold.
That's
So
in Loyang area,
that's in
right?
Loyang area. I think it's actually next to. Later I will show you the locations. And then Rivilla Villas is 30 units. We will actually mention later. There are actually 15 units left, and then 15% being done work on site. Okay. Let us show you. Meridian Garden is just actually next to opposite to Twin Tower. Okay.
Twin Tower.
Jason Twin Tower is over here.
Yeah.
This is Jalan Lintas. This is Meridian Garden. Sitting prettily in 1.2 acres. This is a detached lot. And then these are 2, basically 4 units here, and then 2 units here. These are basically is a very prestigious locations, and then selling about 2.6, 2.7 per unit, I was told.
Super prime location.
Super prime location.
But a lot of people may not notice it from the road because it's on a higher ground. Isn't it?
Right.
Very exclusive.
They actually will be expanding the lane to Duke Carriageway. This expanded inside. Okay. So this one in futures, they will ease the traffic. Okay, they're coming in and out to Jesselton Towers, almost 1,000 units.
So it's good, like what you said just now about infrastructure and road.
Yeah,
it's very beneficial
improving
towards development.
The next one we share about is Taman Villa Mutiara in actually Belakong, Jalan Belakong, is by Nadi Properties. They have about 136 units is fully sold. 1 unit basically is ground floor and first floor is actually separate unit. This
townhouse.
Is townhouse. Yeah, townhouse. Yes. So actually fully sold. Now they are actually going to the phase 2. You see the work is going on. So going to phase 2. So these are the property called landed and yet it's actually very popular at the moment, whereby all these property are actually either fully sold or left with very little units. And then the next slide we'll talk about is Rivilla Villas, which I think our gentleman Elson is very familiar. I think perhaps he actually bought a property there, I heard.
Oh no.
So this property basically is actually 1 million.
If the developer wants to give one, I'm very happy to take.
1 million and to 1.4 million. This actually is a 3-story terrace. I think they are building out a lift or something like for them. Yeah.
No. It's in Kepayan.
In Kepayan.
Yeah, very good area.
This is actually a very good location at this. And I think I actually have a check. They're actually 15% done, and then only out of 30 units, they have 15 units left. These are actually very good as well. So we also have the next projects mentioned is Bukit Damansari in Kolombong. This is a very famous developer, and they have actually done many projects. And I think the last one they've done is actually Garam Singh Capitals. So these are the few phases they've done, and then they're actually selling. I think it's more than 640, they're selling about 750 and above.
Mm.
Fully sold is more or less now construction is completed. By end of this year, they're actually going to apply for OC. So this is completely sold. And actually, they waited about 3 years to do the soil conditions and settlements before they launch this one.
There are two Damaisari, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are two
This one
Bukit
is actually
Damaisari.
in basically.
This is in
This is Mengkata, isn't it?
Mengkata.
Mengkata, sorry. This
Mengkata
is
is not fully sold yet.
Yeah.
The other one in Colombong
Correct.
is fully sold.
So I got it wrong.
Yeah.
I got it wrong. Yes. Yeah. The next one we're gonna have it is basically what is that?
Colombong, Bukit Damaisari, Colombong.
Okay, this
same
is
developer.
Same developers.
Same taman name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Colombong one is fully sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 750. I heard that 750 to 1 million.
750,000,
Yeah,
correct.
to 1 million to
Yeah.
corner, which is actually fully sold. Okay, and then the next next one is Casablanca. The last I checked, they only got 3 units left. They actually they have already got OC, so only three left.
Only 3
So
units left.
this is basically is done by our immediate past president, Dato Francisco. So these are the unit has been completed, and then three units left. Okay.
The price?
Yeah. The price is about, I don't know.
Now
do you know?
around close to
800,000.
800 over to 900,000.
Yeah.
Developers unit.
So if you like, you can actually talk to Dato Francisco, Kisabena. Only 3 units left. One go, you can buy 3 units, and then they will give you a better bargaining.
Good rate, yeah.
Yeah, good rate.
But really, we notice all these under construction projects, the scale of the project is not very big. Only about 100 units, 30 units, 40 units.
You can see just now I picked out the 10 projects under constructions. They are actually less than 100 units, and most of them are actually less than 100 units, and then they're actually selling between 500,000 to 1 million. And then with that price scale, that actually a lot of people are actually going for it. So
most
actually,
of it are sold out.
Yeah, most of the units. That's why under planning, I will show you. I actually pick out 5 with the consent by the developers. We actually mentioned a few projects over here. Park Lane later, Dato Kwek will actually mention his phase 7. At the moment, he's doing 5 and 6. And Bukit Kinabalu Utara is my new development landed. Eventually, I'm doing landed. I previously done high-rise buildings,
Also in Spanggar.
Yeah. And then we have Daman Bukit Hijau, is top green development. We'll show you the detail later. It's done by Wesley Chai.
Along Jalan Tuaran bypass.
Yes. And then we also have Lorong Bunga Pasu, 4 units, 4-story link house with lift. It's actually just next to Song Sin School. Yeah. And also we have another one just behind this Beverly Hill. Is Sunrise Villa. It's 40 unit double stories, which we're going to show you. First of all, we show you the top green, which is a very nicely modern contemporary concept. Corner have 3 car parks and whatnot. And perhaps if you like, you can actually talk to Wesley Chai, top green. And then we have next, we also have Sunrise Villa, which is 3-story, 40 units just behind Daman Beverly. There are actually 40 units landed.
Behind Beverly Hills?
Dato Susan previously projects.
Right.
Beverly
Hill behind that.
Yeah, behind Beverly Hills.
These are the 40 units done by Raymond. Raymond Chan. Okay. So next we also have. I think.
So that's so much about the landed projects here in KK. Just now you also mentioned a few developments coming up in Spanggar, right?
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna invite Dato Kwek.
Dato Kwek.
Dato Kwek from WMG Group to share a bit about Spanggar project, because Dato Kwek is developing a huge piece of land, township in Spanggar area called Bukit Spanggar, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe you can share with us a bit about the whole concept for Bukit Spanggar.
Before I go into the detail regarding our development, today's topic is invest in landed property and preserve very well. But I would say like 20 years ago, out of topic a little bit, but it's an interesting topic. When you tell a young man of 30 years old, you'll buy something like semi-detached in KK area, you'll be a millionaire after 20 years. But nobody is going to believe you. But today, things happen. 30 years ago, 20 years ago, you buy a CMD maybe for what? Today, affordable price?
Yeah.
Affordable housing price like Prima
That's right.
of 300K. But today, you are a millionaire. But that is not miracle. There is a growth of economy and the right investment into land property. And now go back here. Our company owns about 300 acres of land in along Jalan Semangka, which is very close to One Borneo and Sabah University, Sabah Polytechnic, and Aman Astra. And then you can see here, the construction is going on is the flyover, and then you will link to M Borneo Highway.
When will that be completed, Datuk?
That is up to, I think, in a year's time.
In a year or two.
But anyway, for the moment, people always ask, why buy your area? About 10 years back, 15 years. So far. Yes, that was far, when 15 years ago. Today, they link up by 3 dual carriageway called Doran Bypass, Jalan Doran, and the Sulaiman Highway. On top of that, the judge mentioned the Pan Borneo Highway will be passing by this area at the junction. So with Pan Borneo Highway, there will be 3 dual carriageway and 1 highway passing through this township project, I would say, because 300 acres. So in making this place a very in place for landed property development. Why I say that? Because it's mostly landed property development. And we started off like phase 1, Taman Bukit Semangka here with terrace houses. And then Taman Indah Bermain, different name because the property is quite big. And then all the way to, and we started off with terrace houses, and a bit apartment at the back. And at the mid-hill, we have some high-end semi-detached. Now toward, our land is flat here, and then on the way up, and then up here. Now this is the area I'm touching on today. It's that Parkland double-story terrace house. We have 115 units. And then we started selling about less than a year ago. Today, you are talking about 80% gone. So, which is very good. Everybody know in the last 12 months, economy is not fantastic. Banker not extremely friendly. So, but we still manage to sell 80%. So, in other words, landed property is the property to invest today. And just like Datuk Chua did mention about, there are not that many landed property in KK. That's right. Why? We have enough land in KK, but land is getting too expensive. So it's not justified to do landed property. So landed property, because of the scarcity of the land and then the supply, definitely landed property in the future is the best investment. And you'll get the best return. The best capital gain.
There's less supply in the market as well.
Also, like you say, how do you compare the price when we started off phase 1, phase 2, phase 3? Phase 1, we started off like the financial crisis here, 1997. And the price today here is after slightly over 20 years, is almost 300% different.
300%.
Land almost 300, 250 to 300% different in price.
Do you remember what was the launching price of the first phase of Taman Bukit Semangka, roughly? It was,
I would say
30 years, 20 over years ago. 20 over years ago.
I'll better mention because it started off with different pricing for different phases. But I would say I give a rough figure, but just over 100,000 for a double-story terrace house. Today we are selling 600,000 here, and then the take-up rate is very good. For a 600,000 property in this area. Why? I feel a good reason for saying that. Firstly, this is a very mature area. In a township, the commercial here, the apartment everywhere, and then nearby, I just mentioned about University One Borneo. And then this is the very prime piece of land. This is phase 1 is about 115 units. And we have phase 2 and phase 3 down under here. So still annexed to this piece of land. We have a bigger number. We have 200 over units for phase 2 are pending for approval, of course. And the beautiful thing about the design.
Yeah.
I mean the design now.
What is so special about this new Park Lane as compared to the previous phase of Taman Bukit Sepanggar?
The significant difference is high up in this area. And it is the highest development for the whole development for the moment. And then here you can see at the back is Mount Kinabalu. In front here, you can see it's Sepanggar Bay. 背山向海，風涼水冷。照風水學嚟睇咧，應該係好風水嘅福地嚟嘅。我唔係專家啦，但一般嚟講，風水學嚟講，應該係好風水嘅福地。
好風水啊！
And also another issue about this place is privacy because right on the top of my development, and also very cooling, especially in the evening. Another significant about this development is that why is it different from here other than the location, the high up location, is we have
maybe you can share with us what's the layout plan inside for
we have
the Park Lane.
Do they have the second slide?
The next slide.
Second slide. Now this is the development now.
Yeah.
This is development now. We have 115 units, about 50% completed. I think we'll.
I heard you have a showroom coming up.
Oh no, the showroom today here. This is the showroom.
Yeah, is it open?
Yeah, it's open to public. In fact, very easily accessible. It's all weather road up to here, and you just walk down here. This is the showroom.
So the public can go.
Yeah. Of course, you got to make an appointment with us in the office.
Okay.
This is a corner lot showroom.
Okay.
And when you go up there, you will know what I'm talking about. The view. The feeling is different.
But what about the layout inside?
The layout inside, I have another.
Yeah.
This is the physical, the facade for the for our design, which is like contemporary design and modern design. And may I have another slide? This is the layout. I would say because a lot of terrace houses today. It's only 20 feet. It's only 18 feet or even 16 feet. We do it. We go back to the old design of 20 feet. The beautiful thing about 20 feet, you can park 2 decent sized cars with space to spare to open your door. If you're 16 feet, I think you're a nightmare. You can't even open the door.
You can't even open the door.
So also the design of this terrace house is like say. No extension need for wet kitchen because we did up the wet kitchen. All you have to do is you just seal it up with brick wall and window. And because it's 20 feet, the living room is very squarish, which is very usable. And we have a utility room here. You can double it as either a dining room or a servant room. And the niche part, the attractive part, comes from the first floor. 3 ensuite bathroom. That means, which is very rare in KK, especially every bedroom, master room, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, you have your own bathroom, shower room, toilet, which is very rare. So, and then you can see that because of the width, our bedroom is all squarish, which is very good space utilization in the squarish bedroom.
It's very practical to use.
Yes.
Very practical to design.
So these are the attractive feature for our terrace house. I just mentioned, it is surprisingly going very well. We are in considering of open up phase 2, one upon approval soon.
But can you tell us how much are you selling now, the price range?
Today, we are talking around about 600K average, 600,000. But which is about 20-30% cheaper than the one in KK. But the KK, I don't think any project of this scale can enjoy the location we have up the hill. Very nice view, and also the breeze is good and very exclusive and surrounded by tree vegetation.
That's good. So I think what we do is we will leave a link below in the comment box It's called ph1.my/lender. If any one of you watching, you are interested in any of the projects being mentioned earlier or interested in this project, you can just leave your contact details inside. Then we can link you up with the developers, because Dato' Quek say this is still selling at the same time, and I'm sure Dato' Quek will give some very good package to the buyers.
Oh yes, I think for developer now we because of the slowdown in the property market, we keep very good package. That makes it the ease to buy, ease to enter into property of this type and of this price as well. So I think it's a high time to buy landed property and property.
Yeah.
As Dato' Chua did mention, we have a lot of good package, HOC and all that, and stamp duty things.
Correct. Now is really a good time to consider looking into that. So thank you, Dato' Quek, and I know that you are also a very generous developer. You're giving out 10 boxes of mooncake, 小霸王不夜天月饼, 10 boxes of this, right?
Yes, yes.
So this is sponsored by Dato' Quek from WMG.
Because the Mooncake Festival is coming up.
Because of the Mooncake Festival. So we're in the spirit of giving away. So share this link out. We still have Dato' Susan sharing session coming up later. Share this link out, share this session out to your friends and family, and you'll be in the running to win one of these 10 boxes of mooncakes. Sponsored by Dato' Quek.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So after we heard so much about Nusa Penanggah area, we're going to take a look into the greater KK area, into areas like Kinaru and Sepanggar, and know a bit of about the price changes over the years. I think Dato' Quek just now also shared about 200 to 300% increase since launching about 20 over years ago, about 200% increase. So that's what I want to share with everybody tonight on about landed properties. How do we preserve our wealth with landed properties? Dato' Quek shared earlier saying that everyone can be a millionaire if you own landed properties long enough, isn't it? So before we do that, let's look into a quick video, a quick 2 minutes video from WSG Group. Then we'll share with you more about projects on the southern side.
好，可以，谢谢。
你可以去。
可以喝水。
So everyone, please welcome Datuk Susan Wong.
Hi.
Very famous developers, businesswoman, entrepreneurs, very successful one. I think
you.
everyone knows you from Wong Kok Group time.
Yes.
And very privileged to have you here with us tonight because we want you to share with us. You have been in this industry long enough, and you can share with us.
Yes, 40
how,
years.
40 years. But you look very young still.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
For the past 40 years, you have seen how development works, especially for Tunas. We're talking about landed properties and how landed property prices has increased so drastically over the last many years.
Many years.
So maybe you can start with one of your projects that you have been involved with.
Okay.
Taman Greenview.
Okay, let me talk about Taman Greenview. Taman Greenview was built in 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Since I was in property development for 40 years, I don't want to talk about 40 years ago. Talk about this Taman Greenview. It was built by Wong Kok Group, launched in 1990, 30 years ago, exactly 30 years ago. This development is low density. You can see 37 units of double-story terrace, 26 units of double-story semi-detached, and 2 bungalows.
And Taman Greenview is located in just Iramanis area.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, next to, very near the Chinese consulate, Taman VIP area.
For this Taman Greenview, is along this Jalan Lindas near Kolombong, and very near this City Mall. So you want to go shopping in City Mall, only a few minutes. When you want to go to Sabah Golf and Country Club to play golf, also a few minutes. Also a few minutes to go to Dun Phat Park for exercise, jogging, and surrounding. Of course, you can see this one is a Chesterton Twin Tower. Just now that Chua introduced. Actually, our housing is just opposite. Every day we can. Actually, I'm staying here. That's why every day can see the Twin Tower, the tower crane, and nearby all the hospital like got JMC, got KPJ, and also the Queen Elizabeth II Hospital and Chongqing Secondary School also nearby. Yeah. Surrounding, we have a lot of there are a lot of supermarket like Linda Supermarket, Medica Supermarket, and also Fosang Marketplace for you to buy sayu, and also the Lidl Market. So it's very convenient. It's a prime location. When you go to city center, only 15 minutes drive. That's why when we stay here, we can go to work, even come back for lunch and then go back to office.
Do you remember what was the price when it was being launched?
Yeah, when this is where the
this is
Taman
Greenview.
This is the bungalow where I stay. All these are semi-detached and also the terrace. At that time, 1990, 30 years ago, our double-story terrace house is only selling 150,000 onward. But nowadays, 2020, the market price is already shot up to 800,000, and semi-detached also from 250,000 go up to 1.1 million within 30 years.
Wow.
That's why just now Dr. Quek say a young man like 30 years old, if that time he bought this Taman Greenview, I believe now he is a millionaire. Millionaire. That's why we should invest in landed property. It can increase your wealth.
5 times increase in the price.
Yes.
Wow. So this is a very real example. So let's move out of KK a little bit. You also have a very big development, a township development in Kinarut, right?
Kinarut, yes, Kinarut. Kinarut is over here.
Rose Garden.
Yeah, Rose Garden, Kinarut. Actually, River Park also developed by us, and then Palm Square, Palm Condo. But this landed property is Rose Garden. Rose Garden consists of 390 units. Out of 390, 378 units is double-story terrace and 12 units of double-story semi-detached. The good thing about this Rose Garden, the location is very good as well. Because of the seafront, you can see along the seafront, there are so many resorts around. We got Langgar Shabas, Borneo Paradise Beach Resort, even got a big Seafront Resort 300-acre development is coming soon. It's called KK Resort City. It's only nearby, just few minutes drive. But you go to KK International Airport, also take you 15-minute drive to KK City Center. Then it's 20-minute drive. So nearby, you got Kinnared Old Town for you to go Dao Mu, and then you have train station. Over here, our called Kinnared New Town. This one Old Town. The New Town is where I developed. Got Golden Dragon Supermarket, got KFC, got Gmark, Mr. DIY, and all the condominium, and of course many more to come. So this location is very good.
What about the price when it was launched, so that we can know how much appreciation?
To tell you, this project was built in 2010, 10 years ago. Not the years, it's 10 years ago. The 10 years ago, when I launching the double-story terrace house, we were selling 270,000 at 2010. But today, already shot up to 500,000. For semi-detached house, 10 years ago, we were selling 600,000, now have gone up to 1.1 million. You can see 10 years time, the appreciation in value almost double. So 10 years time.
Yeah, basically, every 10 years, the landed projects grows double, grows one-fold. 20 years, 200%. 30 years, 300%.
That looks like 20 years is 300%.
Yeah, it is really good.
The capital growth per year annually is about 6 to 8% for capital appreciation. So if in 10-year time, you talk about 80 to 100%, it's actually not surprising.
Actually, just like Dr. Chua said, also the appreciation also depend on the prime location, also the connectivity to the highway, to the Pan Borneo Highway.
And road, your project here in Kinnared, because the whole Putatan road has been widened, isn't it?
Yeah, also got Pan Borneo Highway along. So
becomes very convenient.
Yes.
Very fast.
Yes.
So further up from Kinnared, we have another project, also a township. You are very good in doing township developments.
So I bring you from KK to Kinnared. Now I bring you to Papa Benoni. This Benoni, our development from our the newly complete Benoni Commercial Center and our Parkland City. Altogether, we have 100 acres of development land. Talk about our going to launch our new project called also Parkland like Dr. Quek, but this one is Parkland Villa Benoni.
Benoni. So Benoni sits right at the junction from Old Papa Town, and then also matches the Pan Borneo Highway, right?
Yes, you can see. How come don't have?
You can change it.
Maybe I pressed too hard. You can see this is Pan Borneo Highway, and this is Papa Spur Road going to Papa Town. So this Parkland Villa is situated at the center part of the whole Parkland City. So it's a very nice place, although it's connecting to the Pan Borneo, but it's not too near, so it's not so noisy, but it's surrounded by all the shopping area. And we talk about this Benoni Commercial Center, just newly complete. This one, we have 180 units of shop lot. Beside the shop lot, we also have the KFC, drive-thru, Pizza Hut, and Survey Hypermarket. And we also have the Golden Dragon City Supermarket, selling the electric furniture, and Mr. DIY, and many, many more.
Yeah. The first KFC drive-thru in Papa.
Drive-thru, yes, the first one. So, and also we have 2 towers of Benoni Garden, the apartment. Talk about this side. Parkland Villa is surrounded by Parkland City. Parkland City is we are going to build 200 units of shop lot together with this Parkland condo. Will be 4 towers of 18 stories of condominium, we built a college and another hypermarket here, and also another food court center, another Shell petrol station together with the McDonald's drive-through. So once this Borneo Highway is fully completed, open up by end of next year, driving to KK City Center, it only takes you less than half an hour. So don't worry, the people from KK, you should invest in Parkland City because you go back to KK City, only take you half an hour time.
Half an hour. When are you launching this project?
On this project, we are going to launch this project having 180 units of double-story terrace house. We're going to launch next month. Watch out the date. Next month, October 2020. I'll wait for the MLGS to issue me the developer license first.
What about the price? Can you tell us a little bit about the price? How much are you going to launch it?
Well, slightly below $500,000.
Slightly below $500,000.
For the intermediate lot, but the corner lot is more expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's just like the semi-detached.
And it's 999.
Yeah, the good thing about this terrace house, we managed to get 999 years land lease. This have to thanks for the state government for the recent announcement of giving back the 999 years land lease for those development with the master title of 999 year leasehold.
Okay.
Everybody, watch out for the launching date because we are giving attractive offer. During the launching, we give a good discount, and then we also join Sherida for the MOC program. For this program, we give you can save on the stamp duty on the MOT and also the loan document. For those houses selling at $500,000, you can save up to 10,000 ringgit. For
you
this,
also have a government my deposit scheme.
For this one, we also take our initiative to register with the National Housing Department for this my deposit scheme because we want to assist all the young people to obtain this 30,000 government subsidy so as they can own the home. But this one only for the first home buyer. So we encourage those not yet buy the house. Please come to our Parkland Villa. We can assist you to apply for this 30,000 government subsidy under my deposit scheme.
Where can people visit? You have a showroom here in KK or in Papar, or how? If they want to know a bit more, go to your office.
Yeah, Benoni there we have a showroom, but the showroom now is the showroom for this terrace house is still under
construction. So if they want any information, they can go to your office here in Centrepoint.
Yes, but anyway, the license not yet issued. I think only can let you all see in next month. October.
Okay.
October.
So again, we leave the link below for you guys to register interest on any of this project, not just on Parkland, but on any of the projects that I've mentioned. If you're interested in any of this project, you can go to the website ps1.my/landed, register your details inside, and then we will link you up with any of the developers that are being mentioned tonight. So thank you so much, Datuk Susan.
Thank you.
You brought us the whole tour from KK to Kinarut and to Papar. And you have also shown us some real prices, real information about property price appreciation.
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, 100%. In 10 years' time, 100%. So buy a property now, and in 10 years, you become a millionaire.
So buy a property now from the Parkland Villa, Benoni. 10 years' time, definitely increase in value.
Yes.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Susan. So I also want to bring us now again, we've gone through a big part of KK and the greater KK. So I want to bring you guys now back to closer to home. I think we also have a new project to be launched in Spangar. So I want to invite Datuk Chua to share about his new baby called the Bukit Kinabalu Utara. also landed properties in Spanggar area.
I've actually concentrated in doing high rise. Now there's a beautiful project at the location near Spanggar. I named after my company called KK North, so I call it Bukit Kinabalu Utara, because they show the small hill, and actually is right over here. It's a famous roundabout that it is here. Famous roundabout you can see here is the way to Karabunai, and the other one is KK Polytechnic, and the way to Ras Area. And then this is a location, beautifully located at Spanggar, and it's actually along the center line of the KKIP Industry Center. At the back, you can see a lot of government building and residential and schools and training school over here. The other is all industrial and whatnot. So I actually have done some video, and because it's a state-of-art screen, LED screen, is, if you very familiar, is called P2.6. Okay, at the moment, basically, it's the most advanced equipment. I just got it beginning of this year. So this is a famous roundabout that we're talking about, and KKIP with the China Highway, they're actually doing some medium cost housing here. It's 20-story high, so they're actually doing that. And I've actually concentrated on this piece of land, all surrounded by the infrastructure, dual carriageway. And yeah.
How big is the land?
It's about near 20 acres.
20 acres.
Yeah. But not as big as 400 acres like Datuk Kwek has on here. So they have about, Datuk Suzan about 100 acres. Mine just very small percentage to their total acres.
Yours is very low density.
Yeah. Polytechnic Kota Kinabalu is just nearby. And they also this is a part of KKIP that actually alienated to for the KK Polytechnics. This is part of the KKIP, and then very near to Shangri-La's Ras Area. I heard that on Sunday and Saturday during weekend, a lot of local that fully booked by foreigner. Now that basically their local are going there, to take advantage of it.
That's right.
Just come back to the site, V20 site. This is actually where the hill is, and then they are very undulating. They're going all the way. How to actually do with this site? Basically, I would because I've actually encouraged sustainable development. I had to pick some of the trees that would not disturb our development. I retain the trees, and also that because undulating is actually we follow the contour going down. All right, from here to here, and then we actually wanted to do the surrounding as a small Bukit Padang trail. In other words, you can do morning walk and evening walk, whereby you actually will be climbing a little bit of hill and coming down, and then that's along the way there will be a lot of equipment for you. So that will actually take care of even for residents staying in Bukit Spanggar, they can come over to do exercise. I will actually try to do all these things in this site. Okay, I've actually have another video. I've actually had another topo on this to show the contour that all the way is coming down up to here. There's field ground here. Okay, and then along the way, I'm actually trying to do is the all this is about 250 units of 2-story terrace house. I'm actually doing this bit here. Okay, this bit. Right. 84 units. That's for phase 1. All right. Phase 1, 84 units. And then this is where the entrance is, because over here at dual carriageway, a lot of people are actually patronize this way. So my entrance will be coming in this way. Easier, less traffic. 84 units. These are what we're going to do. And if you look at the overall, the number of units we have basically is 250 units apart from all these detached house. All these are actually the master plan, and then this is a unit we are actually trying to capture here, 84 units.
To launch.
Yeah, this is basically with the gate that coming in. We actually try to do our gate here, gated, and we're trying to use the Mount Kinabalu profile to do our roof. Okay.
So is the whole development considered gated and guarded?
Gated, yeah, gated, guarded. It has to be, because along the way will be actually in future will be high traffic. So we're actually gaining from the the other road that coming in. There is more.
So control the traffic.
Control the traffic. Yeah, and they gated coming in this way. And I will also show you the perspective plan on this as well. We're actually coming in with the concept, modern contemporary concept. The corner lot is much bigger, and the smaller lot is bigger, as you can see from here. All right, this is a corner lot, and these are the en suites that you have for all the 3-bedroom upstairs. Okay, and then the bathroom here. And at the back, actually, you can do a lot of wet kitchen, and you could do a bedroom expansion. We are actually doing also like Bukit Sebanggar, we can do the wall up, okay? And then they just have to enclose the, this is actually basically a lot of developers doing that as well, okay? For both intermediate and corner, okay? Likewise, for intermediate and corner, we are doing the same thing, okay? We try to give a little bit of at the back for wet kitchen extensions. Okay, then after that they can do it.
What's the proposed build-up area for?
The build-up area intermediate is about 1,002, and the corner is slightly bigger. I think it's 1,004. If we actually include the 180 here, we're talking about 1,380. The other one we are talking about maybe up to 1,005 build-up areas.
Oh, okay.
That's for corner and intermediate.
Can you review the price range?
It's above 500,000.
Above 500,000.
Yeah, 500,000. Okay. This is actually, we're planning it to launch it next year. At the moment, I'm trying to do the earthwork and identify where the trees that we're actually doing, and then a little bit of rubble retaining wall we have to do because it's undulating. These are the things that we need to do because we try to apply our green technology into the every of our development. And this is our biggest landed development we do. And we used to do this high story. Now we're high rise. We're going to do lower, which is a landed development. This is actually what we're trying to achieve. Something that we have to learn from both Datuk Susan and Datuk Kwek on landed development. This is actually something we learn.
That's good. So this will be launched looking at maybe next year.
Next year. At the moment, you know that the last phase of exercise we did with Maybank, they actually tighten up their own lending scheme on both landed and properties, whether it's high rise or low rise. But I think for landed, because of the low supply, high demand, possibility that people are actually investing in landed, not just Sabah, whole Malaysia. Because last year, I actually, November, I was a judge on the PIASI building award. A lot of entry are on high rise, and for terrace, not many. So throughout Malaysia, it's the same thing. Datuk Kwek had mentioned, we have low supply and high demand for landed.
That's right.
So tonight exercise of sharing would be good to introduce what have been going on for Malaysia, and because the escalated cost that involved to make it 500,000 is not easy. But we try as much as we go to make it affordable for buyers. Okay, so for Bukit Sebanggar, it's just maybe 5 minutes away from my site. So along there is still inside the greater KK, which I've actually just now, Kinarut Rose Garden had mentioned, they actually gone up from 270 to 500,000.
Yeah.
So even for Kinarut, it's gone up. I think Roland also have a project in Kinarut. I think that's all fully sold out. Yeah. So these are actually a way forward.
Correct.
Away from the city center, landed are actually could be, if it launch 20 units by tomorrow, it's completed, sold out. So this is a way forward.
I think the most important thing is connectivity.
Connectivity.
Because the widening of the road, the upgrade with flyovers and new highways, it links places closer together now. In the past, I think 20 years ago, when you tell people about Sebanggar, they were like, oh, really far. But now it's very convenient.
Yeah. And also, actually, there are a few reasons that I've just now shared about the 5 tips. It's actually all more, just not for location, it's all 5 tips that you actually want to do. But anyway, with the packages that we have, with the location we have, with the all-time low property that we have, perhaps this is the best time for you to invest.
Right.
It's for you to invest, and probably you have to, the buyer 5C, you still have to do your homework to build out your financial portfolio so that you have to convince a bank to lend you money. It's a leveraging, okay? So I think I understand that the public bank and most of the bank, they are actually giving you a lot of tips, you know. Maybank has done that for the last 1 hour. They have to give you 5C, and hopefully this will actually give a guideline to build personal financial profile so that let the bank know you more so they can lend you money.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. If any of you want to know about getting loan from the bank a little bit, how bank works, can go back to Bay Suite's Facebook page and look back at the last video that we did. Was with a banker from Maybank.
Yeah. That is actually vital importance.
Very important.
Because like I mentioned that I've actually collected 10,000 deposit, 380. Eventually I only got 260. The bank loan has been approved and signed. So the almost 35% drop out because unable to produce a good statement of their financial profile to the bank, so the bank will need the money. Actually, sayang, so this is this is one of the things that we need to tell the buyer to establish the financial profile within yourself.
That's right. That's right. Get your financial profile ready.
Yeah, right.
We have some questions, Datuk. Can we take some of them?
Yeah.
I think one of our viewers is asking how much green environment in all these landed projects. You know, about green spaces in landed projects.
This is a friend of mine, Dr. Lau. He's actually surgeon in KBJ. So I just repeat the question he actually wanted to ask. How much green environment in all the landed properties? Any chance of using solar or electricity usage? I just touched on mine. As I said, our Bukit Kinabalu Utara, we're actually creating environment for the region. Okay, not just our properties, so that the this lighting at night, evening, when you do an evening walk, is our solar. Okay, we're actually testing out on certain property that we have. Actually, we've proven it's good. So we are using solar for that surrounding 20 acres. So for that question that we actually I answer mine, perhaps Datuk Kwek. Any chance of using? Are you using any solar for electricity usage?
Or any green features?
I think for the
maybe
moment,
parks. I think more like parks.
We are more emphasizing on the green environment on vegetation. You know, as I say, at the back we have a small high up area which is well grown with tree and definitely produce a lot of fresh air.
Okay.
And also in front of us there's also undeveloped area, and that we have a lot of green. We emphasize on that part first.
Okay.
Probably in the future we'll look into that the man-made green environment. But for the moment we are using natural. We try to minimize cutting down all the tree.
Right.
But we all surrounded our project.
So you remain whatever that's there.
The natural green environment.
That's good. So I think moving forward also, maybe the buyers are looking into solar electricity, something that developers can consider even for public space.
Let's just add in, because Bay 21 we actually produce about 72 kilowatt per hour. What is the meaning of 72 kilowatt per hour? Just outside my club here, we are producing solar energy. 72 kilowatt per hour is 1 kilowatt per hour is just like 1 horsepower or aircon. If a full capacity, I can produce 72 horsepower. So this is one of the largest that for high rise that I can produce solar energy, because the higher the things that you actually have to apply to the ministry called energy. So you have to apply to sell it back to SASB. That one actually is a mountain to climb because you need to apply that license. And for Bukit Kinabalu Utara, I actually introduced solar heating. In other words, you use your solar to heat up your water. I introduced it as
every house.
Every house.
Oh wow.
That with the additional requirement that they have to take. Mine will have a lot of options. You want aircon, you have to take. I give it a lot of options. Customized. Because you need to build this in so that you don't have to hack the wall later.
Okay.
So once this is done, it's an option for you.
Okay.
So we give flexibility to the buyers.
Yeah.
Maybe next question.
Yeah. We have another question. I think this one is targeted for Dr. Susan. From Aloysius Young, he's asking, is Benoni shop lot still available for sale?
Yeah, the Benoni Heartland City, yes, because we just launched this Heartland City early this year, 2020. We have 88 units of shop lot. We have three-story and also two-story. Why the two-story intermediate is selling around 1 million, and then the three-story intermediate is selling 1.3 million. So yeah, welcome to come to our showroom in Benoni. Our sales staff will serve you, and hope you can get one.
Good. So the original, the Benoni area, all sold out already.
Oh, you mean the other type, Benoni commercial?
Yeah.
The one is completed and also out, but some people want to
Subsell
one. Our office also handling.
Oh.
You can inquire from the.
So whether they want to buy completed. Okay, we're back again. Sorry for little glitches. So too many questions. So one final question, I think also for Dr. Susan, right? Parkland Villa. How big is the floor area?
Oh, Parkland Villa.
The build-out area for the terrace house.
The double-story terrace house intermediate. Total floor area is 2,060 square feet plus 400 square feet of carport area. So it's very spacious. We have 4 bedroom and 3 bathroom.
Wow, very big. What about the land tenure, Dato' Chua?
Yeah.
Nowadays, most of these projects, 999 or 999?
First of all, we actually Sharida actually fighting for this cause. I think 15 years ago that Dato' Susan was our Sharida president. At that time, I think there's a main subject that Dato' Susan actually mentioned. Throughout the years, for the last 20 years, some of the owner, I think near to 6,000, 5,900, actually has suffered that 20 years of anxious waiting for British colonial time that actually the title was original 999. After conversion or subdivide, it become 99. Eventually, these are actually not just developers suffer, it's actually also the landowner that got subdivided title and subsidy titles are actually 99 years. Now, because of the court case that we have to thank the old man, he's 88 years old, Mr. Chin, actually attacked the land survey to court. And then in the High Court, basically, it's actually that it's very unfair for original title 99 and then just take away 900 years from their title without any compensation. So I think the chief minister, which is now caretaker now, actually saying that they are not going to appeal to higher court, and then they're actually endorsing that you can go back to 999, which the Bernard Liao, Director of Land Survey, has mentioned. So that's why I think now Dato' Susan's property now, Park Lane, are actually going back to 999.
Right.
Okay. But I think little bit of advice is better you have to do it now to pay $1,000 rather than.
No need.
Because this one is a new development. So when I apply, when they give me the offer number 9, and then the recent announcement just come out, so I went back to them and submitted to request for the 999. Straight away they changed our offer to 999. So when the title deed come out, we'll automatic 999 and no need to pay the 1,000.
Wow,
That's very good.
that's very
Okay,
good.
we have to salute the government and also salute Mr. Chin to actually help us to for the long wait to the last 20 years, which is very good. Not just developer, actually
for the people.
For the people.
Yeah, it's good
Near
for the
6,000 titles, which is actually 900 years is worth a lot of money. Yeah, for the 900 years, because of the quick rent you have to pay for that 900 years.
Yeah, actually they follow your master title,
The original master title.
So for Parkland Villa, the period is starting from 1920. So now already 2020, 100 years left. So what we have is 899 years. The title deed is 999 years, but now left is 899 years.
But it's actually started, the title issue is 1920s.
Yeah. But still good. It's still better than 99.
Yes.
Much better.
Many generations.
Yes,
Yeah,
many.
suddenly from 99 years is probably 1 to 2 generations the maximum.
Yeah.
Suddenly now becomes multi-generation. So apart from that, then Dato' Quek also for Bukit Sepanggal is also going to be 999.
Our is old title, but I got to check. But very likely to be 999. Because that land has been, for any old title, especially the not modern title, it's quite definitely is 999.
So you can.
But I want to check to confirm, because this project we joint venture with LPPB initially, but I believe it should be 999.
It's a big impact. Your new project also going to be.
We have to check because the original title are actually with KKIP amalgamated. Because if it's amalgamated, 3 titles together, if one title is not, the other two titles, yes, so it's a complication. So I need to check with that amalgamation. 3 titles amalgamated to 20 acres.
Right.
So I need to check. Maybe you have to the vacancy tax.
Yeah. Okay. So apart from that, I think the last couple of weeks also very hot topic about the vacancy tax. What do you think about that?
I think with the initial response, I think we will ask Dato' Quek first, then I actually will supplement the vacancy tax.
Vacancy tax.
But anyway, I did some study in the social media that about vacancy tax in Australia. They implemented vacancy tax in Australia a few years ago because houses are selling very well. Developers are reluctant, they are keeping houses for speculation. So the government discovered that, that's why they put vacancy tax. So forcing them to do lesser speculation, that means to sell it off. But you see, a vacancy tax is, I don't think it's applicable to, it's a wrong tool for the moment to Malaysia scenario. Because now houses are difficult to sell with all the COVID-19, all the economy slow down and all the MCO thing. It's just a revert. The developer love to sell the houses, but cannot. Because we never foresee this sort of thing to happen for so long. So we will jeopardize the selling. So it's just the reverse of Australia. Australia is doing too well. Developer use the unit to speculate. But we are not. We cannot sell. If you impose a vacancy tax, the developer will have more heavy burden onto the financial aspect for any development company. So I hope the government will consider that you add burden instead of lessen our burden.
Actually, like Vancouver in Canada, same things in 1997, where a lot of Hong Kong people actually migrated to Canada. So create a lot of speculation. They also actually do that in vacancy tax, try to cool down the market. Okay, this is the right tool at the right time. For Malaysia context, it's a right tool, but wrong time. Okay, this is actually what we're saying, that maybe it's a right tool when the market is very hot. Okay. Then now the market is really down, and then plus the MCO, it's a right tool but wrong timing that we are doing. So I think perhaps the government can actually reconsider not to introduce on this so-called, they say it's actually to immediate taking action on project overhang. But I think there's a right tool how you want to actually cool down. You want to actually to do the project overhang is you must do it at the beginning of the project, not at the end. At the end, everybody suffer. The market suffer, developers suffer, everybody suffer. The banker also suffer. So you want to do actually have this project overhang, you do it at the beginning so that you can actually demand feasibility studies and market studies, whether this project, there's people actually wanted it. So that it will actually not to commence. Commencement can be at later stage. This actually you do it at the beginning, not at the end. So just to supplement Dato' Quek's
I think that's
things on
true.
that, yeah.
So before we end, just to answer one final question, they're asking about how to connect with the person in charge for the Papa project. So again, that's for Dr. Susan Wong. So you guys can leave your contact details in the website link, ph1.my/landed. It is shown in the screen now, ph1.my/landed, and then fill in your details. We will connect you with the right developers, the right projects. So before we go off, any final conclusions?
Yeah, I actually want to thank Wame Group and Datuk Susan, previous, I think his elder brother Tony Wong, for actually establish a lot of townships in Sabah area. Whereby Bukit Sebangga and then in Sandakan, they actually built up a complete township. Not to forget also Hap Seng, they've done a lot of township as well. So this actually will actually spearhead all the development in Sabah. We're taking the lead compared to actually myself is SMD, a small medium developer. There are actually many XXXL. So these are the people doing township. So I actually have to salute Dato' Quek for sharing tonight's session, and Dato' Susan as well for his well done job in Kinarut and halfway into Papa Park Lane. So I salute them to bring this good development into Papa area, Kinarut, and also Bukit Sebangga. Okay.
I think Dr. Chua also doing his part in building more landed projects now, because that is the kind of projects that is in demand. People wants to buy landed because I think from the kind of prices that you guys have mentioned, instead of them owning a condominium maybe in city center, they can easily own a landed property already. Am I? So anyway, thank you.
Can I just add in a small number? Next month we actually talk about high rise. So the difference with high rise, actually you have to tune in next month. High rise basically will actually give you a very good return on ROI. So because of the location that you have, the expatriate that you attract a lot of expatriate to come in. So I've actually up on this building, Bay 21, we actually lease it out to a lot of expatriate at 6,500. You can never get it in landed. That's why I'm saying the ROI is much better but you have to pay a little bit MC cost. But landed basically you actually save for MC cost, but your capital appreciation, the growth is much better than high rise. This is what I'm going to share. So perhaps next month you can tune in.
When?
10 of October on high rise properties. 谢谢大家。
So thank you, Dato' Chua. Thank you, Dato' Susan. Thank you, Dato' Quek.
Okay, thank you.
So I hope everyone have learned a lot about landed projects, and also see you guys are the first-hand people to see what's coming up in KK and greater area. What are the new projects? So if you are interested in any of this, leave your contacts behind in the website link that we share below, ph1.my/landed, and we will link you up with the relevant developers. Otherwise, we will see you next month on the 10th of October again.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for listening.
是这样子，我们的东西是这样的嘛，是这样的。越跳下去，把那个酱进，变到压。还没有完，好奇怪，我的那个去满了哦，我就赶去把它弄好。他就把那个是那个把这箱里面它一压到不是压到的，所以我们就把它弄回来。那你这样叫你干嘛？他可能是下去的时候换掉了啊。